All right, good evening, everybody. And how are we all doing this Monday evening? I hope you're all doing well. So, this is the second part of my Doom mod playtesting session for the month. Due to the background of this ward and just the theme of it in general, I've decided to change the colour of the text describing what this is, so you can actually see it. And before I get going, just want to give a quick shout out to Smartest Blob for following the channel some 2 days ago. Much appreciated. So yeah, this is the second part of the playtest session I did on Saturday. That was supposed to be done afterwards, but due to the extremely, well, not extremely I suppose, more like the longer than expected E1, M1, M1, M1 playthrough, I've decided to do this and the other thing as a second part. You're going to try Brutalist Community Project in the weekend. Oh yes, the Doom Brutalist Community Project is out. I have bookmarked it and I may check it out myself in the near future. I'll see how I feel about that. It will certainly be interesting to see what the Doom community's idea of a Brutalist project is and plays like compared to the Quake Brutalist jams I've played so far. But whether or not I wait until after I've played the third one or whether I just do it now, it's been bookmarked. It may get played, it may not. There's a lot of things on my bookmark list for Doom and Quake. But I only have so much time to play everything, and at the moment I want to kind of prioritize getting through a couple of other games within a as fast as possible period of time. Anyway, gonna start off tonight with Trouble on Planet Glacier, released by Darby's on Wednesday. So quite a recent release, a very small one. This is not the sort of hyped up event that I talked about on Saturday. That will come after this, where I will indeed be playing something by a very established mapper, and in effect playtesting that. This is, I guess, technically a playtest, but it's more like just playing a finished thing. But it's a recent thing, it was released as such, so sometimes these playtest sessions consist of a small episode that is released, basically. And since I think the main thing is not like super long, I wanted to kind of squeeze in something a little extra in between. Anyway, hope you're doing well, PayNL667. So, Trouble on Planet Glacier is a 6-level winter military-themed puddle conversion for Doom 2. Includes new de-hacked weapons, enemies, and textures and sounds. I wanted to challenge myself by making the best looking maps I can and injecting as much Doom cuteness as possible. I hand drew a brand new pistol, which I've never really done before, so let me know what you think. They also hand drew a couple of new enemies, including a tough new security bot that explodes when it dies. I don't want to spoil the rest of the cast here, but hopefully everything works well and looks good. Overall, it took me a few months to put together. They might make more maps later. Every map is designed for UV. Doesn't work with Crispy Doom. Tested it with DSDA, which is what I'll be using. Okay. So also, hopefully with any luck, this might be the last stream you see me play on the old computer. I have not yet heard back from Bedrock, so I will not be receiving my new computer tomorrow. But I remain hopeful that I will finally get my hands on it by the weekend, as I enter my third week of waiting for the damn thing. So hopefully, when the next stream this weekend, it will be on the new computer, and it will be Shibboleth. To be honest with you, if it's not I don't have it by the end of this week, I'm just going to play Suitepee anyway. I'm not going to, because I can probably get that done. But I'm really hoping I don't have to wait any longer. I'm already having to take a day off this week from work for other reasons and throw away some money, so I really don't want to be. I'm kind of hoping I get an email tomorrow from them saying that it arrives on Wednesday, so that when I'm taking Wednesday off for something else, I get the computer. So I have a very good Wednesday, new internet and my new PC. Could spend the whole day and geeking out over it, and just getting all the stuff installed on the new computer with a faster internet. At least I'll have a faster, in theory, at least I'll have a faster internet connection by the end of the week. So that's something. Time will tell, however. But yeah, hopefully this will be the last time you see me on this old computer. If not, so be it. Right, let's begin. So, compatibility-wise, it says any limit removing ports. So I'm just going to do it on Boom, and I hope that'll be enough. Hey, Pure Cooper, how's it going? Alright, 6 maps. Security breach. Music here is... most of the music seems to be from VGmusic.com. This is High Speed 2/Red Light by Rapid Kirby 3K. So very wintry themed is this. Look at that. 824 assets. Oh. It is double barrel. Actual double barrel. Yeah, the pistol looks alright to me. Soon as it's meant to be hand drawn. Just seems to be the regular super shotgun. Peculiar twin blade chainsaw. Poor dogs. Doggos. Trap there, very nice. Oh, there's no secrets on this map. Apparently, so I shouldn't be looking for any secrets, really. Oh. Okay. There is no... The regular shotgun is a double barrel. Interesting choice. So it's double barrel whether I like it or not. Look at all these keyboards. That's nice. Not sure how I feel about that. Forced super shotgun as the first weapon. Might not matter later on, but does mean I have to. Well, I can't save some ammo with the more accurate regular shotgun. I'm sure Souls would have something to say about that. He was here. Oh, some nice little details here. I'm going to be very encouraged to use. Have to make sure the spread of the shotgun is identity scan. Security breach. Whoa. Ah. Nice little window back out. Forced to be very wasteful. Might not matter too much if I get enough ammo and I don't have to worry about saving ammo on shots, but a forced super shotgun as the first weapon upgrade is interesting decision there. That looks nice. Stockpile. The music here is... Oh, sorry, there was another music swift in the other map, apparently. Metal Gear / Enemy Detection and Rage by Tsuryu and Takeshi Yuka. Map 2's music is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Research Lab by William Asensio. Oh, God. Oh. Guessing they were just chain gunners. I thought it might be super shotgun, because honestly. When you see a zombie that thick, you normally associate it with the super shotgun zombie. But I think it was just a chain gunner resprayed on this occasion. Yeah, I have to use the SSG for everything. I might as well call it the SSG since it's a double barrel. No reskin of the Mega Armor there for the winter camo? Only wanting to bother with the regular armor? After this playthrough is over, I would like to hear the mappers' thoughts as to why they start the play with a double barrel instead of a regular shotgun. And how much they accounted for that in the level design. It does make a big difference. Grunt rifle. I think I can see the part of the BFG sprite in that. Yeah, you can see part of the BFG sprite as the main frame of it, and it's just sort of... It's an interesting... 39%? My face supposed to be that bleeding at this percentage level? Yeah, maybe. Oh, I hear a Doom 64 noise. I think the dogs are the pinky replacements. Ah! So much nice ammo out there that I cannot get. Oh well. I didn't get a single secret on this map. Not one secret. Oh. Alright. Well, getting a ton of ammo negates the problem with the super shotgun being the default. Laser hole. Music here is Jack and Daxter Mountain Pass by Logan 812. The weapon actually is consistent in the continuity in the level, which is nice. Ow. Two ways of mid-tech to deal with there. You got a bone to pick with him? About what? Well, if I couldn't walk through the laser source, the level would probably be over. I'd just be dead. That'd be a great level, wouldn't it? Oh, you go for the laser and you die immediately. Oh. Well, this might be the 100th best grey map I've seen this year. Hey, Depop. This is a limit removing. It doesn't. I don't think the text file specifies a specific compat, but it says any limit removing engine thing. These things self-destruct and kill each other. Lovely. Alarm! Alarm! They will be given their due distance. Yow! Now I'm walking through all the lasers. Yeah, the laser is a pain sector. This being the first of two things I'll be playtesting tonight. The other one is going to be something by a very established mapper. It's kind of a warm-up. But... oh, you rapid fire. Ugh. is a very generous soul sphere. Yeah, by this point with ammo abundance, the super shotgun being the only shotgun is not as much of a problem, but it certainly is in the early game. You wish, Depop. No. Well, you can always play the Brutalist Community Project, Depop. That came out. I don't think the barrels would come back to bite me in the ass like that. There's almost a hint of Crash Bandicoot to this music. I know it's not Crash Bandicoot music, it's Jak and Daxter, but you can tell the people who made Jak and Daxter also were behind Crash, can't you? At least in terms of the music, anyway. Yeah, but it's mounted. It's a VGmusic.com MIDI of Jak and Daxter mountain press. Hey, a serial chewer. Hey, smartest blob. Yeah, some games just have very distinct instrument use or something like that. So you sometimes associate it, especially if it's the first time you hear that instrument. Like I hear a certain type of sound and associate it with Spyro, like a whimsical thing. Or if I hear a camel noise, I think Doom or other stuff. I think the imps be snowy and white to blend in with the background is a nice probably unintentional decision, but pop-up Cacodemon Snowy Edition came from the ground. Magic of Winter's Fury. Yeah, I guess. Winter's Fury if it was smaller and significantly less dramatic. Yeah. The speed shotgun. Oh, tell me more, tell me more. Does it fire really fast? Yeah, whoever fits it. Okay. The speed shotgun is the regular shotgun, but fast firing. Huh. That might explain why this wasn't the first weapon chosen. trouble there. But yeah, I agree, Smartest Bob. More weather effects in Doom would be nice. Hey, Grizzly. This is Abnormal. Music here is, again, from VGmusic.com. RNC Going Commando. Vukova Canyon by Dehaden. Summer's finally approaching the Northern Hemisphere. And then this! Well, thank goodness that MIDI is over. I also know I like MIDI. You know about. I wonder how they made the snow effect. It's a trick that's been used in the past. I think they just have some kind of mid-texture, it's animated or something. You see it with like rain effects and snow. I couldn't tell you how it actually works, I just assume it is some mid-texture that wraps around or something. Berserk. More souls! Get out! 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 Out, you abominations! Yeah! Yeah! Out! Out! Oh, actually, I punched it mid-air. Yeah. Is the author of the maps present here? No, I don't think so. I've seen weather effects in Doom WODs over across the years. There was like some really early, I think there was some really early ones in the late 90s. It's cool when it works out. Can add to the ambience of a level. At times. Might try out the speed shotgun. Rocket launcher. I think I will grab that. While we're here. Yeah, Augur Zenith does it. Frost Souls. Yeah, it's a wintry themed map set, so only 6 maps. Lots and lots of gore. Ah, it's the abominable Yeti with health. Yeah, all by the same mapper. Hey, Ward Sergeant, is that Bigfoot? Might be. Could be why the map's called Abdominal. The arrival of the abdominal snowman, perhaps. Ah. I wish I need to make an abdominal exit somehow. Gonna have to say that's not the world's most obvious lift there. That is not an obvious lift. Not at all. That needs to be a little more distinctly lifty. Just blends into the others quite nicely. I'll take that. Regular lifts have buttons. Well, it just looks the same as... It is just the same as that. It's just that texture inside an area with similar looking textures. I mean, we can go back and look at it. Yeah, it's a little lighter, granted, but that doesn't scream lift. Even despite the fact that it's not a white thing. It does genuinely blend in to the level. I think that's to be blatantly obvious when the player figure out things from time to time. There was a secret grizzly, but it's how you get out of the pit. Difference between having things be hard to figure out for a secret or a puzzle, and the puzzle being, how do I escape the pit? Bumble back into the... Hey, DSC. Ow. Whoa. Nice sprite for the Hell Knight. Swap. There's some hand-drawn sprites here, including the pistol. Done a good job with the stuff they made themselves. I checked out what Snowfall has done. They replaced the green torch graphic with Snowfall, and there's a bunch of those in the outside. Can I walk under the bridge? Nice. Hey, Sashman. Nice patching a big feet. Yeah. Thanks. I think, though, that mod is a pain sector. So... In fact, there's no bridge to walk under. It's just a... Yeah, it's not a 3D bridge check. There was something down there, though. Might warrant investigation in a moment. And by warrant investigation in a moment, I mean now, because there doesn't seem anywhere else to go. When I'm playtesting, I should drop down there. Only if it's got a purpose. Yeah, I see a point. Test if the infinite pit is an escapable pit or not. More it's 24 textures. Forgive me for not being exactly the best moment to ask this, but how are you currently doing on playtesting submissions? Well, after this, I've got one other thing to playtest that's by a quite a notable map away. I wonder if the bridge can be lowered from the other side of the mud river. I doubt it. There's a staircase. I don't need to. Yeah, that'd be a cool way to get back, but there's no need for a lowered staircase. Yikes! Oh, God, which is very brave. Good thing there's a health kit there. Nice warp door. Ouch. Ow! Mud. Bad. Mud. Painful. Alright. There goes my health. It's because not long ago I finally released my first public Doom map. It would be an honor to watch you play it and give some feedback. Okay, sure. Send me a link after I beat this map set. It's only 6 maps. And I can play it straight after, so it's not too long. Very strange flatness to that spray after it gets killed. Okay, well, I could definitely play it after that, sure. Your first public Doom map. Sounds fun. Weapon testing. Fusion reactor. I have a bad feeling about this. Laser charge. Ugh. No, make it stop. Oh. Okay, never mind, that was very easy. Didn't need to even use the new laser gun. I want to make a map where the mouse head is a freezing code you take damage not equipped with an anti-freeze suit. That's a secret. The single shotgun. Well, this is a speed shotgun. This is actually the super shotgun. This is the regular shotgun, which is a double barrel. Oh, if I go for extra health. Okay, yeah, that works. Sure. It's the wrong hand. Oh. Kind of looks like they're holding it with both hands. It was a collaboration between you and O'Barker. I did the match geometry texture and most of the thing, but it's my card to get any feedback along the way. Alright, it was a cool introduction to the Yeti enemy. And this is just good old E1M Toxin Refinery by Robert Prince. Going to a bit of classic Doom music for this level. Oh, look at that! A donut and a cup. A warm mug. Yeah, Arcade's been around a while. They made UAC Enterprises rebooted. Oh, it's a notepad and pencil. Nice. Let's see if there are buttons of Doom key on this level. Perhaps. He might even pop into the chat himself. He does come here from time to time. Definitely see an influence of the first episode of Legacy of Rust here. Quite a few of these levels do remind me of that. Especially with this strong use of the id24 assets. Because boy, oh boy, is this... map set packed full of id24 assets. Oh, there's the card room. Hey, yes, Destroyer. I have hydrated. Hope you're doing well. Send me a message this week is in real life stream week, as if I would leave the house. What do you mean, go outside and deal with those... toilet. Oh, ew, there's a poo in the toilet. Gross. A Doom cute turd. Doom cute rubbish. Hey, Jimmy. Thanks, buddy. It is. Oh, I'm getting taunted with extra health. Taunted. Oh. Firing range. Okay. After watching so much Cosmogenesis. I've seen absolutely nothing of Cosmogenesis. Genesis. Oh, it sounds pretty cool, DSC. I look forward to playing it in a little bit. Oh no, now I'm the firing targets. You all failed. Only one of you hit the target and the rest of you were way off. Oh, in the showers, nice. Yeah, we saw that at the start of the map, Smart Squad. It was the donut Doom Cube. There is a lot of Doom Cube prevalent so far. Like this wall that's been blown into us. Nice. Now I get that. Okay, so I just trying to reconsider what I'm doing. Blue key. I need to go back. This point. Right to have got that secret. Oh, cafeteria. Whoa, lots of different food. John wanted us to provoke some very mixed reactions. Yeah, it's a jokier version of Cosmogenesis, right? Mind you, it looks like... No, it's nothing to do with me. It's a joke thing about John, but not me. I'm not that popular enough to want a group of people making a megawatt with my name in it. Although that does sound like something that someone would do if I was. Hey, he hates slaughter words. Let's name a slaughter map set after him. For funsies. Oh, look at those on the grill. Really nice. It's not even about age on. It's like a partly an in-joke among the group that inspired the name of the ward and some stuff. I don't know. I asked about it last time. It was something along the lines of they referred to various things as John, and that's kind of how the ward got going. Two map pack where every single fire is an anchor of synth at the end. Wow, that sounds absolutely delightful. Sign me up to play it right away. As you're lowering me into the casket. And setting me on fire as you do so. When I'm 64. Basketball. Didn't even notice that before. And then it's a nice little shortcut back around to where we need to go. Good work, Mapper. Bit of a small shortcut. In other words, I'm not interested in playing it. It sounds like something I would absolutely hate. Slaughter plus Icon of Sin. Ooh. Hard pass. I mean, if it's not purely Slaughter, I'm just going to assume a good chunk of it is considering half the mappers that are like Slaughter enthusiasts. Cinder, El Inferno, Jack, Lucky Edie. Yeah. Speed shotgun is... I'm surprised I'm finding it a bit thick as we go on. It's good for speed, but I'm surprisingly finding the double barrel to be more useful. But yeah, I'm sure some people will absolutely enjoy it. And soup. Winterized stealth suits. Oh, the enemies are using the stealth suit as well. Oh, that's a cool way to introduce that. Oh, okay. You wanna... Oh, wait. That's right. Let's just quietly go past all of them. Oh, I see. It's meant to be like a sneak past the enemy group type thing at the very end. Oh, you didn't get crushed. That's nice for you, VMAXs. A short while ago I saw an upcoming one called Delta Domain get updated. I noticed that you actually playtested it all the way back in 2017. Great to think it's still being worked on. Delta Domain, I don't remember that one. Well, final level. This might be the only time you prefer the SSG. The music here is back to VG Music, RNC Going Commando. Oh, that's Ratchet and Clank. Distribution facility by Aquelix. Bill. I think the map has done a good job of having the custom stuff not be too overbearing. Introducing a nice manner and nothing too confusing. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Wow. Okay. Mini masterminds. With a sped up death. Talked about Obarke. There's a very Obarke tier monster sprite. The sped up mastermind. Delta made a full classic Doom inspired Mega War. You dig those, hoping it comes out when it shows all reviews aren't waste. Classic Doom inspired. I think I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start preferring those kind of things too, to some extent. I wanted to remember I have a plasma weapon. Right now. Fucking really? The project leader of this war is a guy called Blast98. I've seen there can be some maps from Inception 3. Oh yeah, I've heard about Inception 3. Someone told me about that. Junk. They're also involved in it. That's the Valkyrie Force sequel, isn't it? Inception. Explosive. I see. They were not lying with the question of explosions. Oh, the mini mines also drop. Execution. Oh, poor guy got shot to pieces. Is my name a reference to the System of a Down song? Yes. Oh no! Electrocuted. Poor guy got toasted. Better wipe the dude out here. I am in need of a way out. Oh, okay, that does actually work as a lift. Oh, wait. Oh boy. Final area fight on a helipad. But yeah, Grizzly, my name is indeed a reference to the song Suitepee. That's where I got the idea from a long time ago. Wasn't my very first online name, but it was the one that stuck. Well, technically I was called Suitepee back in the early days, but then there was only a Suitepee on Twitch, so I just put my first name on top. Here we go. No, what is that? Yikes, that is some... We got tanks! I can't remember which one I was targeting. Oh! I like that death animation, that's pretty cool. Oh. He's just lower down. Oh, we're not. There's not. Unfortunately, that technology is not available on the Doom engine. No! No! Ow! Ah! Ah! Ow! 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 Build exclusive thing. Well, it's more like Doom doesn't have a full 3D sprite. Well, actually, I suppose you could do it in Doom, but you'd have to change how. You'd have to have an option where you can interact with the back texture of an enemy, which I've never seen before. Where you can interact with an enemy sprite by pressing E on it. Yeah, what a mean ending. No texture. Your body enters intense shock as you're plunged into the freezing, icy waters of this planet's ocean. It seems the terrorists rerouted the teleporter and trapped you underwater. At least you screwed up their plans, but now you're a frozen block of ice. Maybe someone will thaw you out one day. Let's just hope the terrorists don't come back to cause more trouble first. Thanks for playing! What a lame ending to that ending. And then after that we get to play Dead Simple. Oh, we kidding. No, we don't. Alright, well that was Trouble on Planet Glacier by Darbies. Should have gone to Underhalls somehow. Well, we did finish on a map 6, so that would have been quite tricky to do. So yeah, I thought overall that was a pretty decent small episode. Nice wintry themed, nice custom additions. Slightly awkward that the super shotgun is the regular shotgun in the early part of the WOD, but doesn't really become a problem because of the ammo abundance, so guess it worked out. What did you all think? Doom Cute was also nice. The speed shotgun was not quite as good as I thought it was going to be, honestly. The regular super shotgun was just better. But it's a nice attempt at something different, at least. And the sprite work was nice on the pistol and other weapons that the custom enemy sprites the mapper also provided. Taurus need flushing, Wages need to kill you, weather was very nice. Ready to be too blue. You got what you saw. Yeah. Hey, Bitefire, thank you very much. Hope you've had a good day as well. Still having to wait on my new PC, but hopefully I will have it by the weekend. Yeah, nice short little ideas. The stealth suit introduction was cool, I guess. Just to introduce the enemy, and I guess it's a very brief fight at the end of that one. You think you like the early maps more than the last ones? Alright, DSC, I guess you can link your map now. But yeah, overall it was pretty good, and nice little episode. Nice to see people are releasing small little episode things. Right. I just need to add an extra folder for you, and then actually bookmark this for my playtest stuff later. Let's go with DSC in this one. So it's this. Download RC1 here. 4-1 Humanity. RC1, okay. Nice. Shop. Why am I getting 2 messages? More gift sub promotion hours here. Go inside. Oh, right. Just getting some stuff from. Right, whatever. Yeah, download. Let's go. Right, boop. Oh no, what the heck is. I don't even know what that is. Some Chinese gacha game or whatever. being advertised on your thing of choice. Let's see. Oh, it's UDMF. Right, so I'm going to have to boot this up in DSDA-Doom then. Very well. DSDA-Doom it is. Then going back to DSDA for the finale. Right, so just give me a moment here to get this all nice and set up. I think I'll actually put that back to being white. I only really had it as that color for the white background of the previous one. Don't really know. Eventually OBS will grab the screen. There you go. There you go, champ. There you go. And DSC has already linked the map set, so I don't have to link it myself. At least not immediately. Alright, well, I'm going to take a quick piss break, and then I will be right back. Enjoy the ads. Alright, I am back, and thanks to the 18 people currently watching. Quite a bit of discussion in the chat. So, this is the map by DSC, linked earlier. It is a single map for Doom 2, and as they said, it's a collaboration between them and Obarke and UDMF. Partly released on April the 11th, so it's been out for a month. So, as I said earlier, it's a cooperative effort with Obarke. It's pretty short overall and pretty light on the difficulty, features only vanilla textures, and makes use of some dynamic lights and one custom enemy. Doesn't have the biggest scope, but hopefully it should still be fun to play. Here are some screens. The MIDI credit goes to Cyrus for a MIDI called Creators, originally used in map 6 of Thousand Wines 3. So, yeah. It's called Forlorn Humanity. And there is a link that DSC provided earlier. There we go. So I need to make sure I have hardware rendering still on from last time. I do. Awesome. Because I remember that was a thing that E1, M1, M1, the E1, M1, M1, M1 I need to enable for that one glitch. So compatibility will be on the default since it's UDMF. Let's play. Two enemies. Yeah, alright. A bloody chain gunner. An open field to go with. There we go. Deal with that. Oh, okay, phew. I thought there was a second one coming. We might have been, well, I guess he's not deaf. Anyway. Oh, these things. One of Obake's creations. Forlorn is like abandoned or sad. Found your secret. This is a MIDI by Cyrus Chord Creations. Well, certainly a great choice of music. Those enemies feel a bit awkward on those platforms there. Those turrets are kind of hard to see when flying right at you. Nice cave. Bit. No. Nothing on top of the shelf. Yeah, slightly missable there, I suppose, but it's a nice little room. Alright. Well, detailing is fine. For a first release map, this seems okay. At least we've got some different room layouts. Bit of cave, bit of tech base. Not too difficult, but music choice was quite good. One custom enemy. What do you all think in the chat? Closet exit room demon. Yes, indeed. Don't really have much else to throw at that. Just, yeah, needs more. No, I don't really have anything to add to that. Nice little small map. Good job. Keep making maps. maybe consider using some of Arcade's other creations next time if you're going to work with him again. Okay. And so, on to the, I guess you could call it, I may need to actually check this because there's a good chance it's been edited again. You never know with this mapper. Nope, it hasn't been updated. That's good. I would not have been surprised if he had decided to update this thing. I think it's a Doom 2 creation. Yeah, it will be, won't it? It will be a Doom 2 creation. Thanks, John. It was hard to see you play my small creation, seeing stuff I made myself in action. Yeah, it's always nice when someone plays your map sets. I felt the same way whenever I saw Firebox on stream a few years ago. It's always nice to watch someone play it live and then have them rip into it and die to the fights you intended to do so. It's always fun. So, the final playtest of the... I should have probably had this separate. Bear with me a sec while I re-get this up. The mapper should probably not need any introduction to anyone. But in case you do need an introduction, this is Jimmy. Jimmy has been mapping for 20 years. Alright, see you later, Grizzly. Still going to be proud of all that Genesis lately. So, Jimmy is best known for the original Genesis, Faithless, Earthless, Vengeance the Square, episodes 1 and 2, about 2 million middies, a bunch of other maps, and is generally considered to be one of the modern pillars of the Doom mapping community. He does the music, he does the maps, he does everything. You'll probably, if he hasn't already, and I can't remember if he has or not, he'll probably be due at some point to win a CAC award for lifetime accomplishments. I genuinely cannot remember if he'd won one or not. Either way, and also one of my D&D buddies at this point. I'm actually in a D&D group with him, which is pretty cool. So, a long time ago, Jimmy released something called Genesis, which I have played last year, finally. After that, Jimmy decided last year to... Was it last year? Yeah, last year he released a improved version of Genesis, which I'm probably not going to play at this point. But he also announced Genesis The Legacy Quo. This is a follow-up. Basically, it's kind of like Genesis 2, 20 years later, which is designed to work for pretty much all the modern source ports, but I'm going to play it in DSDA. And this is an episode 1 teaser of 7 maps. A full megawad is planned, and Jimmy plans to release this by the end of this year. So this will probably be in the running for a CAC award in a couple of months' time. And considering Jimmy managed to create an entire megawad in under a month, no one is doubting that when Jimmy says he wants to get this done in a year, he will get it done in a year. He always does. He is one of the pillars, as I just mentioned, he is one of the pillars of the modern Doom mapping community. So, usually I don't bother playtesting stuff like this because what's the point? They're very well established, they usually know what they're doing. But I'm taking an exception because every now and then you might you might find something to help. And since this is something that needs to be playtested, here we go. And of course, also, Jimmy recently did the 2 decades of mapping contest, which ended a few weeks ago. I don't know who won that. I don't know if I'm going to play that. I said I would. Maybe, we'll see. So, according to the description, this Genesis The Legacy quote is a Doom 2 map set which will mainly consist of remakes or speed clones of existing Genesis maps. Maps will be totally redone up from the ground when necessary. Other maps will be renamed or rearranged in the map roster, but otherwise I plan to remain as faithful to the spirit of the original maps as possible. Oh, actually, Jimmy wants to get this done by the 15th anniversary of the original Megawads release. 28th of November 2026. So this is coming out in November. Late November. Alright, so let's have a good time with Leah. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you on the weekend, hopefully. And hopefully my new computer will have arrived by then. Plans to be a 32 map release. There will be new monsters in this version, including a Rocketeer, a souped up Burst Gunner, and more. Yeah, there's quite a few custom monsters in this one. Rebalanced enemy monsters and weapons, dual pistols, fast chain gun, lowered health of some enemies, community source, music selections, all kinds of stuff. So I think the 7 maps are not necessarily the first 7 maps of Genesis. It's just a case of these are the 7 maps he has finished and is happy for us to play at this point. So I think he said that he would probably consider reordering these in the finished version, so. Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's any credits for individual music for each of the maps, so we'll just have to figure it out on our own. Alright then, no problem DSC, thanks for submitting your map for the playtest. Oh shit, I didn't actually check what compatibility level this was supposed to be set to. Oh, balls. I did not actually check what the compat level was for Jimmy's creation. What is it actually supposed to be? It is... fuck. Okay, that didn't help. That didn't help at all. So we mean any... Oh, MBF 21. Okay, so MBF. That helps. Alright, so all the way up to MBF 21. So yeah, it's a bit of a different experience from the usual playtest. Instead of playing something by someone who's starting out, or is learning the ropes, or has made a few maps, or is someone who's decently experienced, this is the very top end of Doom mapping quality here. So I guess we're just looking out for how can Jimmy improve on his maps. Can I remember anything about the original maps for that matter? Heli Pandemonium. Alright. Got dual pistols. Right away. Right away. guessing these will be quite accurate. There's some shit down there. Yep, there is. Now, of course, I like these actually. Jimmy will still be held to the rule of, we have all this custom stuff, will it be a good addition or not? Or will it be just awkward, irritatingly, badly introduced content? As is the case really with any sort of... Just checking very carefully what that... Ooh, right. Adrenaline! Oh, berserk. Oh well. Obviously, when you add a lot of custom additions to a Doom map, you gotta make sure they're all done nicely and carefully. Oh, this is a remake of this first map, isn't it? Yeah, this is how Genesis starts with this map. Yeah, it's coming back to me now. This is, I assume, a remake of map 1. Oh god. Quite a few different looking things coming through there. Yikes! Yeah! Oh my. Oh my. Alright, really hope you weren't there. Ugh. Steam noise, huh? Chain gunners are not dropping a chain gun. Here's that fast chain gun. Oh. That was a secret? Alright. That activated something. Given how those imp attacks have a bloody thing off one of them, I wonder if Jimmy was inspired by the heretic. One of those heretic enemies with the blood of the attack. I forgot what the name of the enemy was called. You know, the one that throws the axes. Yeah, right, they alternate between throwing the blue ones and then these other ones that have a red blood thing off them. Ah, there's the red key. Ah, Undead Warriors, that was it. Thanks, Serial Chewer. I forgot what they were called, genuinely. Yeah, but not exactly very distinct on name. Well, not one of the more distinctive named enemies in Heretic. I hear Half-Life noises. Wow, that green armor's pretty, unless it's just because it's partly sunk into the ground. Yeah, this is... Oh, what the fuck? No! Oh, ew. Some hideous enemy at the far back there that's shooting through another area of the map. Gross. Keeps getting an occasional hit off on me. Cross over back to here again. Dark Imps adding an extra option for the Imps tier. I'm not getting away from the Marines with Revenant projectiles. Waste of squishy. Weaker Hell Knight with 2. Certainly lots of ambient noises in this map, isn't there? Lots and lots of ambient noises throughout the whole level. It seems that one change I've noticed here from the original is that if you want to get back through the level, you have to go through this radiation pit room. Whereas I think in the original, once you got to this point, there was a staircase that went down towards that little warehouse. So you didn't have to keep going back around and doing that. But now, if you want to backtrack, you're forced to go through the paint sector. I think the part-time is also custom. So yeah, that was a remake of map 1. Oh, okay. This is a remake of map 2. means I get to see what Jimmy does about that Revenant closet ambush. The original map. Damn. Guess you can kill those rocket peeps in one shot if you get lucky. Whoa, buddy. Oh, never mind. Didn't get a chance to fire his weapon. Yeah, they might do. Like a chain gunner with a small Revenant rocket launcher or whatnot. Oh, we haven't picked out his sped up then. This looks a lot nicer than the original level. This is where the ambush is. The sneaky one. Are we... Yeah, I've pressed it. And I wish I could remember what it actually did. Did that do? Oh! I look berserk. Ah, okay. Second secret berserk already. Fast weapon switching. Just noticed. So originally this room was Mancubus-tastic. in the original Genesis. Oh, wookie wookie. Id 24, Id 24, back again. Striving to become the new... Well... Yeah, I think that's a nice improvement. Originally this was Mancubus, if I remember correctly. And I think there were Revenants on top as well, so nice that this is a bit more quicker enemies to deal with for a map 2. I think I remember saying something about that when I played Genesis originally, like, why are we dealing with this at map 2 or something like that? I'm not playing this pistol stuff. And I'm an idiot. Ah, same idea but not a rev anymore. Yeah, that was a Revenant originally. Now it's one of those guys. Very cool. There we go. I'm definitely liking this enemy with the Revenant being the Revenant replacement at the lower end of things. A lot of mini Rev. I definitely like that change. Because, yeah, now I really do remember. That was one of my biggest things about Genesis. Too many Revenants. That was my biggest complaint about it, oddly enough. It was Jimmy really liked using a lot of revs early on and very consistently throughout the whole thing. Well, this seems to have addressed that problem. Just make the Revenant squishy and suddenly it's not as much of an issue anymore. I mean, Genesis wasn't a bad ward, but there was definitely an overuse of Revenants in it. looks like those red shirted ones are semi-automatics. Oh! Either the imps are weaker or the shotgun's been buffed slightly. Look at that penetration. That's not normal shotgun penetration there. That is one or the other. Well, I think this already answers the question as has Jimmy carefully considered the custom aspects of this ward? Yes, it would appear he has. Perhaps not entirely surprising. Now, this is a nasty trap room, originally. Much easier. Oh, the thing on the ground changed. Didn't it? Sorry, I just want to check something. Just going all the way back. Oh no. It didn't change. I thought maybe the color of the was originally red. Yeah, originally these were all Revenants and there was like a Hell Knight or two. So this is actually quite an evil trap for early on in Genesis to deal with. 4 Revenants in a room, we gotta strafe around quite a bit. I could make an argument here that depending on what you want to do with the rest of this Mega Ward, you could perhaps have one of them be a Rev. Maybe, if this was to be an introduction to the Revenant regular Rev enemy, but I guess it depends what Jimmy wants to do with the rest of this. Still, nice that they made this a lot less tanky. Oh, okay. Well, regular Revenants. So Jimmy was just saving his Revenant introduction for one fight later. actually access the canal now. At the end. I don't know if you could do that originally. Just be able to walk on the actual canal. Ah, no waterfall secret, Jimmy. Come on. I'm disappointed. Eh. $120. Okay. Well, yeah. You can kind of see how this is a lot more awkward to play test, right? This just feels like a playthrough at this point. Jimmy just seems to have everything fucking covered. He's improving his Genesis maps. The custom enemies seem to be on point. Is there any... I mean, I'm going to keep going, but, you know, this is why I don't normally play these. So many ambient noises, though. I am surprised there's this many. Oh, well, Joe, of course. Palm trees. So far, it looks like these maps are in order from the original Genesis. I think there is some jumping around later, perhaps. Careful not to get a weird projector out here. I don't know. I don't have credits for the music. I mean, would you be surprised if Jimmy just used his own minis for his own maps at this point? I'm guessing the tracks might be compositions of the original minis from Genesis, what was chosen. But I'm afraid I don't have any credits on music to give you. Look at those chunky oceans. Very chunky. Duke 3D. Very nice. Okay. Quite a few in there. Perhaps Jimmy likes to make his maps kind of small-ish as well. He prefers to make his maps short up to a reasonable. Yeah, okay, great. Oh, fuck no, I'm not going that far. It's a playtest, I get to do that. Alright, very nice, Jimmy, very nice. Got me there, I guess. This is where DSDA-Doom is so nice, I just get to stay rewind and not go, crap, I didn't quick save in 3 minutes. And most certainly there will be no fears of get off. Certainly no fears of this devolving into slaughter at any point. Another hidden berserk. Alrighty. I'm finding all the berserk secrets so far. Hey Kudoxi, hope you're ready for revs in a long week. Well, I'm ready for mini revs, which I'm certainly getting, but look at that. Oh, map updates. Ow! Okay. The map looks like a globe. Yeah, I think it's meant to be like an oasis facility. I mean, these are remakes of his maps from Genesis. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. Damn. That was a very accommodating revenant. Thanks. Not really doing much. Core secret here. Oh. Ah! Thanks, Infinite Heights. But not really. Grabbing that now. yeah, I'm ready for a long week too. Right. No, not really. That's not. Where the bloody hell is this fucking secret? I can hear it and I do not know where it is. At all. No, I have no idea. Oh, I give up. Just move on. Some secret somewhere. Starting to chip in the revs on a little bit now. Ooh, that is a lot of fast moving. That is a goddamn turret. Guess we'll back out of that. That is a fucking turret. Oh yeah, the blood is also blue. I should have noticed it on the Hell Knights before. They're also bleeding green, yellow. Accordingly. So I can take care of the turret for me? They must not be that strong then. If something took that out, then turrets must be kind of rapid fire but not very strong, I guess. Ugh. Okay, well, time for this room. Oh, God, what? Well, that was something. Jeez. Blow the door open and suddenly the room is full of barons. I was surprised I survived that. Very nice, we're doing, Jimmy. There we go. Wow. Okay, the imps have to have been weakened. I don't think the weapons are any stronger. I think the imps just have their health more. Based on that evidence. Any other flying skulls gonna show up in this party? Hey, all the gills. Might as well grab that on the way out. Even a wind effect at the top. Oh man, that was quite fun as well. Stretch for a minute. Hey, each map is... I think I've beat each map in 16 minutes so far, with 4 left. Ugh, 50 seconds? I can beat that in 50 seconds. I'm sure Jimmy probably could. Stretching my legs a little bit. Alright. Yeah, these really do feel like improved Genesis maps. There's not much for me to say. They're just fun to play through, like you'd expect from Jimmy. Alright. Stretch weight done. I'm beginning to ponder maybe I should just, if there's any point in me doing the whole thing at this point, like what's there to really analyze? These are good maps. I am contemplating maybe just playing 2 more, stopping there and saying, okay, I'll just play the full version of this when it comes out in 6 months time. probably highlighting why I don't really playtest maps by established mappers, because what's there to really go over? You expect good quality, and 99% of the time you get it, so what looking for? The defects? Tyrant's Gardens. I'll see how I feel after the next two maps. I mean, I'm already sold on the idea I'll definitely be playing this when it finishes. Oh god, a mini cyber. With mini cyber demon health. Alright. Sure. Oh god, the map that ended my Iron Man run. The second one. Oh no, that means... Well... That means there's a very evil trap coming up for me to re-experience. Okay, John, you have a rocket launcher. Maybe don't be afraid to use it occasionally. Okay, steady. Steady on. Steady on. If I remember, the original Genesis map I think was based on a Hell Revealed map early on. There's no way to get up there. It's enough out of you. Oh god, there it is. That's where the horrible ambush is. Ah, here's how we get on top of this. Just have to get those cleared out. Okay, door is opened elsewhere. Right, brain, where's okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, shit. Pinky time. Okay, double health, faster Pinky. Nice. Not the one that spits blood at you. No, stinky ribs, go away. No, 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 go away. Yeah, made this area more convenient. I think these were originally like little lifts. They went down and down, and then you had to go on lifts each time to check out each one. And you couldn't cross over to the other two. So it made this area more convenient to get back to. Or rather just eliminated the awkwardness of going around the made it more convenient, basically. It's nice. From the original Genesis map. Alright, yeah, that's a far less scary trap now. Much less so. Original one, you gotta deal with double the revs, and you do have to fight until a staircase opens up. That killed my second Iron Man run for the 100th anniversary, because I survived the bloody thing and then ran into another rev and afterwards and stupidly didn't go back and get something else. So it cost me. That one's a lot more lenient. So, nice little tweak there. Oh. Guess that's that. 6 secrets, and I haven't found a single one of them. I have to continue my stupid game. Yay, I found one. Ugh. Very nice. Ugh. Oh, God. Yeah. I honestly think I should probably just stop this here, honestly. Because I want to play this when it releases at this point, and I don't think there's anything here that's I'm going to be able to help with playtesting. Honestly, these have all been solid maps, nice improvements from the original Genesis maps. And I had the same problem the last time I tried to playtest something of Jimmy. It's just really fucking hard to do that because yeah, I think I am actually just going to stop it here. It's not because I'm not enjoying the maps. I definitely am, but it's because I'm most likely going to revisit this when he releases the whole thing in November. Or whenever he releases it. Boy, it will be November. So, given that Jimmy is very good at analyzing his own maps and going over things over and over again, and he has had a decent amount of playtesting already on this, I don't think I can really add anything. The general consensus is that the custom editions are pretty nice. These do feel like really good remakes of Genesis maps. Everything just works as well as you'd expect from a Jimmy map. I nothing to offer for this. This is just good quality content by a good quality mapper that's been proven for 20 years now at this point. So, this might be a first. I'm actually going to stop playtesting something because the quality is too good. Yeah, that has to be a first. I'm going to stop playtesting, literally because the maps are so good, there's nothing to playtest. Because the quality is just too damn high. And I'm just looking forward to playing the whole thing. And, you know, that'll be pretty cool. Anyway, if you want to check this out for yourself, in the very quiet chat, there is a link for you. There's 7 maps in total. If you are curious. I mean, I was pretty much just sold after the first 3 maps. It's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to check this out when it's finished. I'd love to see what Jimmy does with 32 remade Genesis maps. It's probably got quite a few interesting things to offer, so yeah. Any thoughts on the chat at all? Anyone who's been working? I kind of feel like the momentum of the stream kind of also went in a weird direction once I realized, oh, you're playing a map by someone super established. This is why I don't normally do this for playtest sessions. You know, the people who are this well established don't really need me to playtest their stuff necessarily. They're so good at what they do that it'd be like trying to find nitpicks at times. Because there was literally nothing that I could complain about. Maybe that one placement of an awkward chain gunner / whatever that thing was on the first map that could somewhat peek for the bars. But that's it. And in these playtest sessions, if it starts to feel like I'm just playing them all the time, then that means it's really good. But the difference is that when I play something that feels that, yeah, I don't need to explain it. Basically, this is proven work by a proven mapper. There's nothing to cover, and I'm sure, and it'll be guaranteed when this comes out in November that it will go on and win a CAC award. It'll be very successful, and everyone will play it, and it will be a very good time for all, including myself. So, because I don't want to sort of spoil the next 3 maps, I'm just going to end it here. Just say, yeah, good stuff, Jimmy. You're still really good at making maps after 20 years. What a shock. What a twist, as it turns out. So you want to rage during playtesting sessions? No, I don't want to rage during playtesting sessions, Xbox Duke. Also, hi and welcome. Absolutely not. But the main idea that I do during playtest sessions is I playtest stuff by newer mappers, people up and coming, stuff that actually maybe needs eyeballs on it, actually needs people who probably overlook it or don't, glance over it. To have someone who has a decent amount of experience playing Doom maps to try and improve and help them out, find things that they can improve on, give suggestions, look for mapping improvements, gameplay improvements, how it plays, etc., etc. How exactly do you go about doing that when you're playing something that is made by a mapper who has been mapping for 20 years, has won multiple CAC awards, consistently puts out quality middies, quality maps time after time? What do you pick apart from that? You can't. It's not very easily anyway. Because Jimmy goes over his own maps with a fine-tooth comb when he makes them. He considers a lot of things. He will, and particularly since it's a remake of his own creation that he made 15 years ago. And he talked about this when I played through Genesis last year, when I was saying, maybe I'll find some stuff that will help you out for making the Legacy Quote or whatnot. Good God, some of those maps in TN2T, the evolution need some more playtesting, unpopular opinion, I know. Which maps in particular? And so it's for reasons why when I do these playtest sessions, I don't cover the established mappers because there's so much less to really go over. It just becomes a playthrough at that point. And if I want to do that, great, I'll play through them. But these are supposed to be helpful sessions for not established mappers. I took a bit of a gambit thinking that maybe we'd find something, but no, just prove my theory. There's no real point in covering these because they're super good. Might as well just play them when they come out. So yeah. Trust me, Xbox Duke. I don't want to rage very much at all going forward. I am working on managing my emotional regulation better, although it will not be an easy path. But it is one I'm going to start doing this year. Anyway, I think that will call it for... I don't remember the exact ones, but some serious stuff I saw in the map pack was crowned hallways with large meat sponges. Devolution. You'd have to jog my memory. Devolution was the one that came out in... No, I remember. Devolution was the one that fully finished this year? 22? Yeah, the one that... They were waiting for one map, though. Yeah, that's the most recent one I played. Yeah, I think I played it last year when the final map was done. I'm aware it was out a bit earlier, but I think there was one map they were waiting to be re-uploaded or some shit like that. But anyway, yeah, Yeah, I like Devolution. It was pretty good. There was a couple of maps and that, but I like Devolution. It's more of a kind of map that set that I like to see. All this MBF 21 slaughter stuff. It's bit. I want to play something that's not that sometimes. But Genesis, the Legacy Core will be good times because Jimmy doesn't do slaughter, so it'll be a fun ride of played just 32 maps just like I've played tonight. Maybe some a bit longer, maybe one or two a bit shorter. But all will be good. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream here. Now, my next stream will not be until the weekend, unfortunately. Because as has been recently established, I'm kind of only able to stream 3 times a week at the moment. This is due to 2 poker nights on Tuesday, Wednesdays. Thursday night is another D&D session, and Friday night is Elden Ring stuff. So when I return to streaming on the weekend, I will be playing to Shibboleth. Hopefully, I'll be playing it on my new computer by then. If the new computer has not arrived, well, I'll play it on the old computer. But either way, it will get played. Now I've done the monthly playtests and the Ironman, so there's the next thing to be done. So, by the time your next stream on Saturday evening or afternoon, actually, because I do have the house to myself for a week, so I might stream on the weekend afternoon. Maybe either Saturday or Sunday. I'll see how I feel. But hopefully the next time you see me on this stream, I'll be on my new computer for real this time. And then I'll be able to show it off a bit and test it a little bit. I might actually consider doing some kind of a test of the streaming capacity. Maybe I'll play it with Darktide or something. Or something else. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the playtesting tonight. Hope you've had a good evening watching the playtesting stuff. It's always fun to do these playtest sessions. I do enjoy doing them, and I will I will not be going back to playing a super established map set, even if it's just a thing going from now on. I will try and keep these all about the amateur mappers or the lesser known ones or stuff like that. So I prefer to do. So yeah, let's see who's around, shall we? Okay, Vortal is playing Doom, but he is also playing what I've just been playing. We could raid Vortal, maybe. If we want to see more Doom. Depop is playing... Oh, he's playing FIFA Manager. Anyone else about? Let's have a look. So Smartest Blob is doing more Doom T2 damage runs. Boomer Shirt Marathon. No one particularly there. Fuck it, we'll just raid Vortal. We can watch more Doom with him, I suppose. Alright. He's playing...
I don't think this is poison. No, it isn't.
Yeah, he's playing the same teaser as well. Fair enough, that's what I should have just done. I should have just turned it into a regular session, but whatever. Oh well. There's only one I can really see. So Vortal is also playing this Genesis teaser I just got play testing 4 maps of. So if you watch him long enough, you'll get to see the other 3 maps. So I guess that's something. Anyway, I'll catch you all on the weekend for some Tur Shibboleth in Quake. Should be fun. Can't wait to see the big stupid scale of those maps. And with that, I wish you all a good night and take care. Thanks, Flint.